All this month, we've been recognizing remarkable women in our region. A chief of an Abenaki tribe and a central part of her community, Brenda Gagne strives to bring people closer together. Fox 44's Isabel Shoneman with her story.
Let's put our minds together and see what life we can make for our children. A quote from Sitting Bull, holding immense meaning to Brenda Gagne.
Missisquoi is where my heart lays.
Brenda is the newly elected chief of the St. Francis Sokoke Band of the Abenaki Nation of Missisquoi.
I love my community. We have a community, which I'm very proud of.
Born in Malone, New York, Brenda moved to Swanton, Vermont at 12 years old to be close to her people. For the last 31 years, Brenda has worked with the Abenaki Circle of Courage, a youth program.
I'm very proud of my youth. They're our future, and how they're treated and what they know now is what they're going to do later in life.
Teaching values of generosity and support, Brenda strives to uplift others.
Being part of the tribe and teaching the culture, I don't care what bad day you have. You can sit at circle with these kids and everything goes away.
Through her work in her community, she makes sure people of the Abenaki tribe matter.
I have a word that I use and it's called outcome. We are going to do things that are outcome for our people. There hasn't been a whole lot that's gone out for the outcome for the people, and that's my mission, is to make sure our people are being served.
Brenda leads Vermont's largest Abenaki tribe. She tells me it's an honor, but also says a lot of hard work goes into keeping the tribe together. Now, Brenda is working to educate other Vermonters, letting them know the Abenaki were the first people on this land, and making sure her own people know their heritage.
Bringing culture back to this building, having people learn their culture, that is what is very exciting to me, because our culture is who we are, and if we don't keep doing it, I don't want to lose anything more than we've already lost, like the language.
The language that she doesn't want to be forgotten.
I can speak a little language. I can't speak fluently, but there are white people who can speak my language and I can't, and that bothers me.
And bringing the language to her youth.
Having the little ones being able just to say nebi, water, or ulioni, thank you, kwe, hi. Those things at 5 years old and 4 years old, they're saying that makes my heart melt.
But the positivity she sees in her tribe now wasn't always met by others.
The discrimination and racism that's happened in this area has been extremely high. I went to school when we were called Johnny-come-latelys, welfare bums. In my lifetime, it was against the law to practice being Native American until 1978 when the Religious Freedom Act passed. We were not allowed to speak our language. We weren't allowed to dance. We weren't allowed to do anything that was indigenous.
Brenda is introducing a school curriculum that ensures her people are not pushed aside. And teaching is what Brenda does.
I try to teach the girls. The women in the tribe are the wisdom. The grandmothers are the ones that have all the wisdom. That's who you go to. I never want them to ever not use their voice.
Her goal is bringing her people together.
We're going to be able to celebrate who we are and maybe start a process of healing, that's needed for us, not for anybody else.
Even nominated as one of this year's remarkable women, Brenda Gagne says it's not about her, but about her people and culture. For Brenda Gagne, I'm Isabel Shoneman.